So for our Mythbusters project, people have been saying for years that there's been a distinct difference between the taste of Coke and the taste of Pepsi. And we're going to put the theory to the test that maybe people do know a distinct taste and some people don't. So we're going to pour 1 cup of Coke and 1 cup of Pepsi and see if people know the difference between the one they like.
So for our Mythbusters project, we're going to take a cup of Coke and then a cup of Pepsi, and we're going to switch the cans. So when we call out our first person, we're going to tell them which one they like better and which one they thought it was, so when they see the cans, we'll make sure they aren't just picking it because they thought this was Pepsi and this was Coke. Our first tester here today is a superhero who happens to live in New York. Can you guess who he is? Well, here's a hint. He wears all red. You still don't have it? Let's welcome Peter Parker!
Ugh. Pretty Sizemore. Should be Derek Jeter. This isn't Manhattan, is it?
Hey, Peter!
Swag.
Welcome, Peter. I'll explain why we brought you here.
That'd be great.
Okay, so we're doing a little experiment, and I just want to know, do you like Pepsi or Coke better?
Pepsi, I guess.
Alright, so if you could take a little sip out of this. And a sip out of this one. Alright, so which out of those did you like better?
The first one.
Well, he may be super fighting crime, but he's not super with his taste buds. For our next tester, we have the WWE Champion, CM Punk. Alright, so I just have a few questions for you. Out of Pepsi and Coke, which one do you prefer?
Pepsi.
Pepsi? Alright, if you could take a little sip out of this cup right here. And then a little sip out of this one. Alright, so out of those two, which one did you like more?
This.
Alright, I guess the WWE Champion couldn't even get it. Who can?
Guys, when can I go home? What's that supposed to mean?
1, 2, 3.
I beat you.
So we have my mom here today to take the test of our Mythbusters. Mom, which one do you like better, Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Now, can I ask you to take a sip out of this, please? And a sip out of this one.
It's flat.
Now, which one did you like better? That one? Well, my mom was right, because that's Pepsi. She knows the difference.
Alright, so can you take a sip out of this one? And take a sip out of that one. And out of Pepsi and Coke, which one do you like more? I mean, not counting these.
Coke.
Okay, so which one did you like more out of these?
I don't know. This one.
Alright, I guess we only have one person who's gotten it right so far. Alright, so we're here with our last tester. I just have a quick question for you. Out of Pepsi and Coke, which one do you prefer? Coke. Alright, so if you could just taste this. And taste that. Out of those two, which one did you prefer? This one. Well, look at that. I guess girls are better than boys. So in conclusion, we found out that 40% of the people we interviewed really did know the difference between Coke and Pepsi. But the other 60%, we assume, guessed it was Pepsi because they saw the Pepsi can right in front of the Pepsi thing, or same with the Coke. So, I know the difference between Pepsi and Coke.